This module is part of the Beyond Cold Cloud series that addresses cold cloud user-level functions. This learning module shows you how to generate an alarm summary report using the Beyond Cold Cloud interface. Within Cold Cloud, alarm summary reports give a tabled view of all alarm events logged by Cold Cloud for the specified sensors, assets, and sites during the defined reporting period. Before you proceed, it's important that you watch and understand the learning module on how to specify a report's parameters. As usual, we've started at the Cold Cloud dashboard view. To start generating and viewing reports, navigate to the Reports section. In the previous module, we learned how to define a report subject and reporting period. With that knowledge as our foundation, we'll proceed to generating an alarm summary report. For demonstration, note that we've selected sites from the Gauteng tree, and we've chosen the preceding month as our reporting period. Now, we click the Alarm Report button. This is typical of what you'd see in an alarm summary report. Note that the report statistics consist of individual alarm events, and that for clarity, the events are grouped by site. Within the relevant site, each alarm log contains the type of sensor that generated the alarm and the parameter that was violated in order to cause the alarm. In this case, refrigerator temperatures exceeded 8 degrees Celsius. Each alarm log also contains a unique alarm tag number, the date and time on which the alarm was triggered, the date and time on which the alarm was resolved, and the amount of time for which the alarm was active. If the alarm mute button is pushed on an ICE cubed or ICE cubed extra device, the button push will be logged and made part of the alarm report for any active alarms on that device. All alarm mute button pushes are logged. If an ICE cubed or ICE cubed extra device currently has an active alarm and its alarm mute button is pushed, the button press will be linked to an alarm event and the alarm will be marked as resolved with an orange icon. If an ICE cubed or ICE cubed extra device currently has no active alarms, but its alarm mute button is pushed anyway, the button press will be logged but will not be linked to an alarm event. In terms of alarm event icons, currently active alarms are marked with red icons. Alarms that were previously active but have been resolved by pushing a Cold Cloud device's alarm mute button are marked with an orange icon. As mentioned earlier, non-alarm alarm mute button pushes are shown as site log entries. If any alarm is marked with a stale alarm icon, that alarm is currently active and has been active for longer than the predefined stale alarm period. To print the view as a paper report, click the Printer button and use the Print dialog to print the report. To export the report as a comma-separated values file or spreadsheet file, click the X button and follow the prompts. You can also generate a detailed report for any specific alarm listed in the alarm summary report. To do this, click the link for the relevant alarm number. The detailed report starts with the alarm's current status. In this case, the alarm is active. The alarm's vital statistics, including whether or not it has been acknowledged, are listed in the Alarm Details section. The report's Recipients section shows the escalation chain for this alarm. In this case, the alarm notification was first received by the assigned first-line responder. When the Cold Cloud unit received no response after 15 minutes, the alarm was escalated to the second-line responder. When the Cold Cloud unit received no response after a further 15 minutes, the alarm was escalated to the third-line responder. The graph view shows the plot line of the relevant value from the time the alarm condition began until the time it ended. To print the detailed report on paper, click the Printer button and use the Print dialog to print the report. We've reached the end of this Cold Cloud user-level functions module. Now that you know more about this subject, please feel free to view all other modules addressing Cold Cloud's user-level functions and capabilities. Thank you for your time.